All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into the world of coding with AI. Now, if you've ever used an AI assistant, you know it's incredibly fast, right? But it can also be, well, a little chaotic. So here's the thing. What if there was a structured, truly professional way to get all that speed without giving up control? Let's get into the methodology that promises to do exactly that.
I want you to really think about this for a second. When you let your AI copilot just go to town generating code, who's actually flying the plane? Are you the captain with a clear destination and total control? Or are you kind of just a passenger in the back, crossing your fingers and hoping you land somewhere, in the right country? This is the big challenge developers are grappling with right now. And there's actually a name for this high-speed, high-risk approach. People are calling it vibe coding. It's that feeling when you toss the AI a vague idea and just hope for the best. You're coding on a vibe. And yeah, it feels super fast in the moment, but it almost always leads to a code base you don't really get, one that's a ticking time bomb of bugs and security flaws.
But you don't have to make that trade-off. You shouldn't have to choose between going fast and building something solid. And that's exactly where directive coding comes in. It's a disciplined, structured methodology that puts you firmly back in the pilot seat.
And this quote right here, this absolutely nails the core philosophy. This is the mindset you have to adopt. You're not just a prompter anymore. You are the architect. You're the tech lead. The AI, it's your incredibly brilliant, lightning-fast junior developer who still needs clear instructions and very, very close supervision. So how do we actually make this work? Well, this whole system is built on three simple, but let me be clear, completely non-negotiable principles. Let's break them down one by one.
Okay, first and most important, hierarchical control. This is not a partnership of equals. Let's get that straight. You, the human developer, always maintain the top-level vision and the final authority. The AI works for you, not with you as an equal partner.
And this control is all about having crystal clear roles. You set the strategy, you define the goals, and you have the final veto on every single change. The AI, it handles the grunt work, all that boilerplate code, the tedious syntax, the implementation details, and the golden rule is this: nothing, and I mean nothing, gets merged into your codebase without your explicit, deliberate approval. Period.
But, control is pretty useless if you don't have clear rules of engagement. And that brings us to principle number 2. Guardrails and standards. Think about it. You wouldn't let a brand new junior dev just run wild in your most critical code base, would you? Of course not. The same exact logic applies to your AI. So what does this look like? It means the AI must follow your team's coding style. No exceptions. It has to explain why it's suggesting a change, not just what the change is. And maybe the most critical part, the AI has to practice what we call technical honesty. If it doesn't know the answer, it needs to say so, instead of just confidently making stuff up, what everyone's calling hallucinating.
And that leads us right into the final principle, which is basically the firewall that protects your entire project: quality assurance gates. This is all about making sure the code that gets written is professional, robust, and actually ready for production. The key discipline here is that you review every single suggested change before it gets implemented. The AI can analyze and propose all it wants, but it can't touch the code until you grant permission. And we're talking about small, surgical changes, one by one, not massive, holistic rewrites that could break everything. It's this careful gatekeeping that stops technical debt before it starts and keeps your project stable.
Okay, so we've got the principles down. Now let's put them together into a practical, repeatable workflow. This is the real engine of directive coding. You see, it's a simple but really powerful loop. Step 1, you set the direction. Step 2, the AI proposes a solution that follows your rules. Step 3, you meticulously review that solution. And step 4, only after you give the thumbs up does the AI actually execute the change. This isn't just a process. It's a constant cycle that bakes quality right into the development process from the very start.
So, you might be thinking, why go through all this trouble? Well, because the payoff is huge. The advantages of being this structured are massive and easy to see, especially when you stack it up against the alternatives. Just look at this, head to head. With directive coding, you get quality, you get security, and you keep total control. You stop technical debt in its tracks. With vibe coding, you basically throw all of that away for a temporary feeling of speed. For any professional developer, I mean, the choice here seems pretty clear, doesn't it? But what about just doing it all by hand, the old-fashioned way? Well, directive coding still comes out on top. You get code generated way, way faster. You can instantly leverage knowledge of programming languages you've never even touched. And best of all, it frees you up to spend your time on what we humans do best, thinking about high-level architecture and solving the really tough problems. And look, if you need just one number to take away from all this, let it be this one: 10 times. We're talking about a potential 10 times speed up in code generation compared to doing it all manually, but, and this is the key, without all the chaos and risk of vibe coding. That's not just an improvement, that's a genuine leap forward. And this all leads us to the biggest idea here. Directive coding isn't just a new technique to learn. It's a fundamental shift in how you should think about your role. The ultimate goal here is to become a force multiplier. So what is the force multiplier effect? It's this incredible synergy. It's your years of experience, your intuition, your expertise, combined with the raw brute force speed of AI, all of it focused and channeled through these disciplined processes. It elevates you, letting you operate at a much higher level and truly amplify your impact on any project. And let's be absolutely clear about this point. This is not about making your programming skills obsolete. Far from it. It's about making your skills more valuable than ever. You're leveraging an incredibly powerful tool to execute your vision faster and more efficiently, all without ever having to compromise on quality or clarity. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. In this new age of AI-assisted development, you have a choice to make. Are you going to be the person who just writes the code, or are you going to be the person who directs the symphony? Will you be a programmer, or will you become a force multiplier? The choice is yours.